I'm here.
I know, I'm so excited. I can't believe it. I'm so happy to see you here. Chris, it's the solar eclipse.
I know.
What do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah, pretty exciting. I think that, I think this is a good one. So, I like it.
I'm really happy that you said it. I hear everything that I heard it's supposed to be. But man, when people look at solar eclipses and say it eclipses something out and then something comes in, you wonder at the stuff that it's eclipsing out. And you and I are going to talk about that. But before we do, we have some pretty exciting news on your part. So tell everybody you started a new program. Go ahead.
Well, I started the baby version. This is probably like the third baby version of Dent Makers. I actually started it before as well. So there are some people that were in the original version of Dent Makers, and now we're on the second to last version of Dent Makers, and we're about to launch the last version of Dent Makers. So yeah, that's what I've been working on.
Was it that you just started it and then you constantly improved it, or how does that work?
Yeah, I wanted to test the idea first, so I tested it on a very small scale first. Everything's being built out. The future version is that it's going to be the Netflix of personal development, or dent making, whatever you want to call it. And so we're going to have experts on teaching classes all about whatever their expertise is. But they're going to be like the 80-20 of whatever the best advice they have is. I found over the years learning things that there's a lot to learn, but some of it works, some of it doesn't. And usually the simplest 80-20 of whatever they teach is really what you need to learn. So that's what we're focusing on, is like the best, the kind of like the concentrated juice, as I like to say, of whatever the teacher has to teach. Right now, if they sign up, we're putting together so it's going to be a 3-month Dent Makers course. This was actually a secret, but one of the many secret bonuses you get when you sign up is there's going to be a 3-month course that teaches you all about being a dent maker, how to be a dent maker. And so that's going in there right now. We have a call every single week as well. So live call with me. Book club as well. So we have a book club. We're doing Psycho-Cybernetics right now. So that's the first book that's going to be in there. Yeah, awesome community, all sorts of stuff going on in there.
Well, you know what? I can teach. How come I?
Yeah, you are absolutely invited. We will definitely have Bonnie come teach for sure.
Thank you. I can't believe it.
Yeah,
so look at
absolutely.
People have asked me if I'm going to be on there or that I am joining Dent Maker. And of course, anything Chris gets involved with, everybody, please know that the only thing that it could do for you is make your life and what you bring forward better. And I can tell you honestly, because I don't sell things, but I can tell you honestly that Chris gives 1,000,000,000% of himself whenever he does something, and I always want to be involved. So if that's, some people say to me, I had people calling say, how do you feel about it? Well, how I feel about it is, if you're doing it, I want to be part of it. So for everybody out there, if you're going to ask me if I'm going to do it, of course I am. So please, if you feel for you, if you feel you want to make a dent in your life and across the world and the universe, join, because it can only make you better. And that's how I always feel about education or anything that you could learn from anybody. And hi everyone, I can see you. I'm so excited. I get to see her. If I could just watch the people walking, coming on, it would make my day. You have something else I'm very interested in, Chris, and I don't know if it's up yet, because I had a million other people ask, where is your tarot class?
Yeah,
so
we're too.
Yeah,
it's coming. It is up. You can find a link on it to it on my tarot channel. But the same guy that's developing Dent Makers he's also it's him and his team, and they've also been developing my site, my other personal site. So once that is actually done, and that is going up soon. So the first version of that is done. Then when that goes up, the links for the tarot course and anything else you could possibly imagine are going to be on chrisrec.com. But don't go there right now because there's nothing to see. So coming soon.
You'll let us know, because I already have. Now, can I ask you a question? And maybe this is something you're going to say, Bonnie, I'm never going to talk to you on the air again. But is it going to be incorporated? Can you take a tarot class? Are there people going to talk to you about tarot also on Dent Makers, or that's not what's happening?
So Dent Makers and the tarot course are going to be separate. And we might have like, we're gonna have like, I'm sure we'll have people talking about astrology on Dent Makers and you know, things like that.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
you.
Yeah, and me. I taught a class, which is interesting because, you know, I'm all about relationships and I have all my degrees in that besides being a nurse. But I always do intuitive stuff. And you know, I started a radio channel just like you started your YouTube channel. It's very smart on your part, and not on mine. But, you know, I did have it. I just never did anything with it. But what I wanted to tell you was I taught a course on past lives, and it was really interesting. It was the first course I ever taught, and I thought, why are you asking me to do past lives when I really do relationships? And then I realized, you know, all relationships,
Right.
life aspects, and that was super cool for me to do. So it was pretty interesting class. I had the first class, I think, a month ago, on the Ohio Paranormal, no, the Ohio Metaphysical Society, I think, meeting, and they asked me to teach it, so it was really wonderful, and I hope that I get to teach it. But for everybody, I will let you know about Chris, because I will be taking his tarot course, because I don't think you could ever, and I don't know how you feel about this, but like I drew cards the other day for one of my friends, and when the cards came out, if you looked at the cards, I thought nobody's going to read a Nine of Swords, a Nine of Wands like I am. And then when they looked at me, because she also reads, I said, listen, what I get with the card, lots of people might not, because that prompts what I need to say to you. So I said, but the story is all there, and let me go through the story first, and then let's look. And it was so apropos to what I said. How do you work your tarot? Do you do the same thing? You read cards intuitively?
Yeah, same thing. I you know, I do use the meanings, but I mean, there are many times where I use so many cards without, you know, without the meaning. So it just depends on what I'm feeling, you know, based off the card.
So we've got it says April. Is that your girl?
Yeah.
Tarot class goes into each card in depth, as well as teaches you how to tap into your intuition on day one. Since she asked me to start, is please make him get it up really soon, because I've got people,
She is.
including myself, that will hold you directly responsible now. So now, April, we love when you join us, and I love that you put that out. Anything that you see from April, everyone that's watching, she works with Chris, so you can actually, you're getting her word, which is Chris. She works with Chris, so it take a listen, and she will let you know what's going on if we don't. I also told everybody, if you would please, and I don't know how far you've gotten, Chris, but I had a premonition, and my guide said that by the end of the year you would have a million subscribers on YouTube. I know you're close. We want to make that happen, everyone. So please, because I can see this big gold thing coming at Chris, and he's actually deserves it, because I do a lot of this, and I see a lot of people, and he absolutely, that's the vision I got. So please help him and help me, because, you know, back and say, well, my guide's right, because I know they always tell me, right, that Chris will hit the $1 million mark. If you have friends or anybody, it's free. Just subscribe to his channel on YouTube, and get everyone you know to do it. Like I said, it's free. It's so informative, and if they don't use it, they don't have to until they want to. But we want to get him to 1 million listeners. Is there anything else, Chris, you want them to know about anything new going on with you?
No, I mean, that's pretty much all I do all day now. So, you know, that's it. That's the only new thing I got going on.
Unless I bug you.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Unless I bug Chris during the day, and I can't make my mind up, and then, you know. But anyway, I do want to tell you, I pulled a card for today. And then I want a little bit more about the solar eclipse. For everybody that saw it, it was pretty amazing. We, in Florida, it just happened. And we only had, I think, 60% total. But when I watched in Mexico and in Texas, I blew my mind that could happen in world? Have you ever seen one, Chris?
Yeah, a couple of years ago here in Washington, where I am right now, we had the total same eclipse, and it totally blocked out the sun. So yeah.
And then you watch it, and then after it stops, the best part of it is when it stops blocking out the sun, it starts coming back.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Isn't it crazy? I mean,
it is crazy.
And I guess I won't be alive. I don't think I'll be alive, Chris, for the next one. I think what they told me was going to be. Don't tell me tomorrow, but what was that?
No, I have no clue when the next one will be. Probably, yeah, it probably is a long time. I mean, we have eclipses at the end of the year, but they're not. I don't think that they're not going to be total eclipses, like that.
I think somebody said, if I listened correctly, that the next one like this would be in 20.
Oh, maybe 2037 or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was close in the 2040s. So
yeah,
I'm hoping what's it, another 20 years? Do I have another 20 years to live? My husband said.
Maybe. Sure. Yeah.
If I do, hopefully I'll have the blackout glass so I don't go
blind. So you don't go blind, right?
Yeah. Anyway, it was pretty spectacular for all of you that didn't see it. On TV is probably one of the most amazing solar things in the sky that we can see. I mean, sometimes we look at the planets and stuff and we don't always, people go, where's Mars? Where's Jupiter? I missed Venus, but you couldn't miss this one if you were in any parts of where it was, total or even partial. So please watch it on television. I'm sure it'll be all over. Okay. So I know you're shuffling your cards. I picked a card today, and the card I picked, and I want your card coming out, and I don't know what cards you're going to pick for it, but I'm going to do my flower therapy deck first, and it's New Beginnings. I mean, what a day, right, for New Beginnings. I'm not even going to explain that one, but the solar eclipse, the moon eclipsing part of the sun out to let it shine again is New Beginnings, is it not, Chris?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yep.
So
I think it's very appropriate.
All right, what do you have to start everyone up?
I have 2 nines. I have the 9 of Cups and 9 of Pentacles. Nines to me are newness. I always say that nines are newness because like the Buddhists believe that 9 is the last number. 9, it represents new beginnings as well to them. So, but 9 of Cups and 9 of Pentacles is like total fulfillment and success. So this is a really good eclipse. Like I said, I thought it was good from pretty much the beginning. I think that people could be sacrificing something right now, but the eclipse sacrifices are good, because we're making space for something much better. The whole point of an eclipse is that if you do lose something so much better always fills its place. So that looks really, really good. Fulfillment. I like it.
Me too. All right, let's give everybody a little bit of a glimpse into their sun sign. Now, let me ask a question, because people ask me, we do sun signs, and do you incorporate, how do you feel about rising and moons?
Yeah, I mean, to me, the sun, the way I do astrology is that the sun is who you are, or I mean, the moon is who you are. It's, your personality. And I say that the sun is who we're trying to become. So I get a lot of comments from people that say, oh, I'm resonating more with my moon sign, or I resonate more with my ascendant. And I always say, yeah, because, the sun I look at as advice. Like, I think we should watch our sun sign readings as, actions we should take to become who we are truly meant to become. And so, that's how I look at the sun in the first place. And, of course, you're going to resonate with your moon because that's who you are. So, it doesn't really surprise me. I think, the moon is like watching your moon sign is like having someone tell you what you already know. Right. So, and it could be the same for the ascendant as well.
That is so crazy because my moon said that I am crazy. So I'm crazy.
Me too.
That must be us, Chris. Okay, well, let's go and start through the Zodiac because we've got a lot of questions and people are saying, let's go. So here's Jenny. Jenna. Is it Jen? She said, a total solar eclipse happens every couple or 3 years, only in different parts of the world. This exact path today won't happen again for like 400 years or something. I told you I'd be dead. So, I'm so glad I don't worry about saving my glasses. Thank you. That was really very helpful.
Yeah.
Mandy, is it Mandy? Mandy, are you back? Mandy, my dear friend Mandy is listening. who I really should apologize because I was so excited to talk with her and her husband today that I completely left them out of the conversation and all, which you know that can happen
it
with me.
it can happen. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, so let's go through it. I'm going to use today. I'm going to use to pull, unless I need other cards. I'm going to pull through my crystal deck, which tells everybody what they need, you know, crystal wise. So I don't know if you want to do your animal cards or you just want to pull a card.
Yeah, I'll just do. I actually don't have my animal deck with me here, so I moved it somewhere. So I'll just use the regular tarot.
This week, everyone, coming, because right now is Monday. So through this week, this is what we're pulling till the next Monday. Let's start. You start, because you know I'll get confused. So go ahead.
For you need to get out of your head, Aries, with the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords is like having something. Yeah, I think that Aries needs to start something new, which has come up for Aries quite a bit. So I think if there's something like a story that's repeating in your life, the Fool just says new story, time for a new story for Aries. And there's an eclipse in your sign right now. So, well, it's gone now, but you know, there was an eclipse today in your sign. So definitely a new story.
I love that. And guess what? If you looked at your card and my card, they were both dark, black,
Yeah.
and gray.
There you go.
But this one I love. It's the Shungolite, and it says cleanse. Well, just think, if you want something new, you've got to cleanse out your energy to start something new. So I love that those two match. And I do, Aries, you do need to cleanse anyway. You're like, you know, they say that Aries is, when you look at the Zodiac, it's between the age 0 and 5. They're excited. They want to learn things. And so a lot of times they pick up a lot of things. So let's cleanse your energy, babe. And I think that you will be really good to bring those new things in. Okay, go ahead, Chris. I'm talking too much.
Taurus, you have the Ace of Cups. I mean, I do think Taurus needs to do more of what they love and, you know, invite more happiness. We have the Uranus-Jupiter conjunction coming up for you, Taurus, in your sign. So, you know, love will set you free, and plain and simple with that energy. And so I would focus on doing more things you love, inviting more love into your life, you know, all that good stuff.
Oh, I love that. Okay. And I use the word love. You know, I'm all about love. And here I have fun. That is super cool for a Taurus, because do something you love, make sure you bring some love into your life, and have fun while you're doing it. And this is the, you know, when I'm going to need my glasses, and I hate that because I hate wire my glasses on television. But, and it is the orange calcite. It is beautiful. Orange calcite also cleanses all of the other stones, all the other gems, all the other crystals that you have, which is interesting because when I think about that, that takes charge of all the energies, and what better one but Taurus to do it, except for a Libra. This is really all about that stuff. So, okay, go ahead.
Gemini, you have the 3 cups. Gemini, Jupiter going into your sign this year, so time to party for Gemini. Jupiter in your sign, you're expanding in the world, and so anything you do to like team up with other people, of course, you know, spend time with other people, get benefits from your communities that you belong to, things like that. Really good for Gemini.
Yeah, April saying minnow ponds are for the Taurus.
Yeah.
Okay, and what I picked is soul healing. So it is a tangerine. It's funny. It's a tangerine quartz, another orange sign, another orange. And I love the tangerine. Orange is one of my favorite color, and tangerine I love also. So this says that, and it's a number 15. What's funny is you look at the moon there. That's exactly what my solar moon looked like, just out there. Anyway, soul healing. I love that because everyone comes here with lessons to learn or lessons they need to help with others. So I love soul healing. We all need that.
Cancer. Cancer, you have the Temperance card. Cancer is like boss up energy. I always say this to Cancer now too. So Temperance is like, sometimes I feel it's like perfection. It's, you know, trying to turn it's alchemy, trying to turn one thing into another, trying to turn something into gold. And I do think it's an amazing time for Cancer to like turn their ideas into gold. So whatever it is that you're creating or working on, you know, turn that into gold, Cancer. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Cancer needs to believe in themselves more as well. I was getting something else, and I think that's what it is like Cancer needs to believe they can turn things into gold. So that's what I would say to Cancer.
Well, I'm a Cancer, and I tried to win the lottery to turn my ticket. It didn't work.
We all did. Yeah, exactly.
$1 billion plus. Oh my gosh. Okay, and I picked for you, Cancers, Nature Cycles. It's a malachite. Malachite is so grounding for me, so I go, oh, because I don't have any earth in me, but the malachite will help ground you. So it says Nature Cycles. I love this. Nature does have cycles. We all know that. Cancer, you need to use them to create the alchemy that you need in your life to move on and create something. So, and also you might need some grounding. When I see this card, it reminds me that there's people out there, especially you Cancer water people, just like me, who probably need a little bit more grounding. Okay.
Leo, I do think Leo is, taking back their crown at this time. Ace of Swords, winning. So Leo, I think it is your time to, kind of take that Leo crown back and to kind of, make some changes. The Ace of Swords cuts both ways. I do see Leo, kind of cutting one aspect of their life out and starting a new aspect or kind of enhancing something, maybe even Leo, like a skill that you have, but using it in a different way. And that's how you're going to get your crown back, by the way, for Leo.
I love that. And I know a Leo, my sister, who's going through just that. She's going to get her crown back. And Leo, I pulled the knowledge card for you, which is really cool. And it is the smoky quartz. It's a record keeper. I have a record keeper. Do you know what a record keeper is, Chris?
But, like a person who keeps records, or or like of the Akashic records?
Yeah, well, it's a quartz. And when you look in the quartz.
Oh, yeah. It stores the information, yeah.
Yeah, so that's really good for Leo. Get yourself a smoky quartz. And
yes, I got my big old chunk of it right here.
Oh, that's beautiful. Can you show it to everybody?
Yeah, right here. So it's the only crystal that I believe in or have right here. So
wait. So look in it, Chris. Do you see anything in it? Because I can see things in it. It's recording.
I don't know. I really haven't looked. It's been with me for years, so I haven't really taken the time to look into it really or anything.
Because that's recording, sweetie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to see that, and I'll look at it for you. But okay, so go ahead.
No, it's all right. What did you do, Leo? Yeah.
You do, Leo. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Virgo, you have the tower. Virgo, I wouldn't even worry about it. Everybody's had the tower. Every single April reading I've done has had the tower as well. So, I think it just is what it is. I do feel like Virgos are going through this, I think the tower change that you're going through is from like this like world of love where Virgo spent a lot of time very focused on love. And it's like now you're getting away from this focus of love, but I'm not talking about like, oh, you're not going to love or anything like that. I think you are being grounded in reality. It's like you're coming out of, being lost in relationships, and now you're bringing your life back down to the earth, right? And so you probably will have love, but I think you're coming at things from a more grounded perspective and that's what your astrology is anyway. Yeah, I think you're kind of expressing your knowledge and wisdom as well here, Virgo. So yeah, that looks pretty interesting to me, Virgo.
I love that. And don't worry about the tower. I think Chris and I we enjoy tower moments because it leaves room to change and tear down. For you, Virgo, is courage. I love this because you're your own worst enemy. You're more critical of yourself than you are. You're critical of others because you all want to be the best version of themselves. So this is the red jumper, and I love this for you. Have the courage to come forward, to bring out love in yourself and other people and what you love. You do need some courage there, Virgo. You always have, and that's not a bad. Courage is a great. That's the card. So okay, go ahead, Chris.
Libra, you have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups could be a knight in shining armor. Libra, love looks really good for you anyway. And so it doesn't really surprise me, Libra, that you would be you know, kind of like having this love energy come up in your reading. And you know, it's also interesting to me that everything is on the other side of your chart, literally, is all in, you know, almost every single planet and its mother is in Aries right now, like opposing you, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it could make you more withdrawn or you know, things like that. So if you want love, I would get out there. Knight of Cups could also be you working on a dream. So love it.
Well, you're not going to believe what card I pulled for. What would you think about Libra when you see the scales of justice, or the scales balance?
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
And this is the shaman stones. They're the and I love shamanic things anyway. It's about healing. So these are the shaman stones that you need for balance, Libra. And I would believe you should have these anyway in your life, because that's what you live for, is balance. That's what the scales are all about.
Scorpio, you have the Strength card, and I think it is time for Scorpio to show the world, you know, what you are made of here, Scorpio. I think it's time for you to, you know, this is a display of strength. She's doing something that requires strength, and I feel it's time for Scorpio to like show all the things that you've learned over the years, you know, show your skills off, show your, you know, talents and everything else that you have. So I think it's time for you to kind of show off, Scorpio.
I love that, because you know I've got Scorpios all over me,
yes.
in my family, everywhere, and you know who they are, and you know I don't know, Scorpios. I came surrounded by Scorpios, and I love this for Scorpios. You can't make it up. It's the botryoidal lepidolite. It's transition. Now you do know Scorpio's card.
Death card, yeah.
Tarot is the death card, which is transition. So here's transition, and it's about, you know, opening up to something new, to transition yourself into, you know, something that's going to be really prosperous, loving, and wonderful for you. And I do believe, if I listen to your, which I always do, your Scorpio vid for this month, it was all about sudden change. And that's what transition is about. So, bravo.
Yeah, good one. Sag, you have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is about teamwork, and you know, it says teamwork makes a dream work. It's also really good for showing off. It's part of quality work. So I kind of feel like, but I do feel like you have been working on things for a long time, and the things that you have been working on, it's like you're starting to receive your rewards or recognition for all your hard work, which comes up for you a lot. So yeah.
Wow, I love that. And I have to tell you, that's, you know, I don't like always and never, but I say it anyway. Your big thing for me is teamwork makes dream work.
Right, yeah.
When I repeat that, I think of you. So I know he probably didn't, you know, he can't use it as a copyright, but
right,
that's so what Chris is. He always says that teamwork. When he does say it, I think about him, and it is true. That's what we're here in life to do. We're not here to be a single thread falling around and not having anybody. We're here to be, you know, to make to work together in something, whether it's work, love, you know, anything, even with animals. You know, we are teamwork, and when you have really good teams, it's a dream for everyone, in love, in work, in play, and anything. So I love that expression, Chris. And now that I've probably taken up more time than I should, love you. Okay, and this is the rebirth card. And so this is the menelite, and it's a beautiful stone, as you can see. And it says that it's the rebirth. Rebirth to me is exactly like your death card almost.
Yeah.
So go ahead and explain what it is.
What?
The rebirth card in the tarot.
Yeah, the death card. Yeah, it just represents like a transformation or letting go of something so that you can have something else.
Absolutely, and I love that. We have so many questions. So what are we up to?
Capricorn. Capricorn, you have the Eight of Cups. Capricorn, it's time for you to leave the shallow end and go into the deep end, which is what I always say to you, Capricorn, because I think that what you're walking away from is just the easy stuff, you know, the familiar, and you're walking towards fulfillment, probably the Nine of Cups, probably what you really want. But I think you need to realize that you know how to swim, and that's it. So There you go, Capricorn.
We're going to say they left the building, and I'm thinking, oh my God, Chris, how are you going to tell them to come on back? Okay, so what I pulled for you, which is great, is the clarity card. The Herkimer diamond. It's one of my favorite stones because, you know, the word diamond in it is great for me. So this is called clarity, and that's what I love for Capricorn right now. Let's be clear. Let's see your life clear. You know, Capricorn walks around the mountain.
Yeah.
You looked at the goat. I call it the sea goat. So it doesn't make a straight shot for the top. It goes around. That's their life. It goes around. They take twists and turns, but they always end up on top. That's what happens with the sea goat. And they're emotional about it because they got water, which is their tail. So I love this for them. It's clarity. See your life clear. See what's going on. If there's any issues, let's have some clarity and let's work towards the top of the mountain.
Aquarius, you have the judgment card. So Aquarius, I think wake up call. I kind of feel like you're running out of time. You're not, but I feel like you feel like you need to kind of like get motivated and get working and moving and grooving here, Aquarius. So, and I think you are, like, whatever you feel like you missed out on or whatever, you didn't. But I do feel like you're kind of using that as motivation. That's my feeling on the judgment card.
I love that. And then I have ancestors, which is pretty cool. The Priscilla blue stone. This tells me that you've got some past life going on, that you've got to look into your ancestral background, and we can't hear. And this is what it's only today because I had to be down here for the eclipse. What I really love is when I look at the ancestor card, it reminds me of, your souls are made of a lot of different lifetimes that you've been, and your ancestors are all in there too. So this would mean that you need to delve a little bit deeper into your past lives and your ancestral, I would say your ancestral profile. Let's look at it because there's something in there you need to know.
Pisces, you have my favorite card, the Ace of Wands. Like, you out with the old, in with the new. So Pisces, I think it's an amazing time for Pisces to start new projects, anything that fires you up, especially, and anything that would get you to stand out in some way, and also ending, any like old karmic stories that you have, Pisces, that you keep revisiting, anything you're punishing yourself for. I think those are the things you have to let go of so that you can expand. Wands cards are all very expansive. And so I think it's time for Pisces to expand as well.
So funny because this card is you, Chris.
Oh, there you go.
April asked me last week for you. And this card is so you, but then you are a Pisces. And it's the inspiration card.
Yeah, Ace of Wands is inspiration too.
Yeah. So it's the chrysanthemum stone. Take a look at it, put it in your pile there, Chris, because you get inspiration from everything. And we're asking Pisces to be inspired, to fire and inspire people and themselves. You were inspired to create a brand new genre. The dent has never been ever done. And so you have such inspiration through life and the universe that I love this card for you. Inspire others, which is you're going to do with your business, and you get inspiration from everything that you look at. So I love this. This is for you, Pisces, but especially you, Chris.
Love it.
Now we're on. That was our old man of the Zodiac,
right?
We're done.
Definitely old man. Yeah.
No, you look now. Come on, girls out there. You tell him how adorable he is. He might think he's an old man. Maybe old soul, but not an old man. Okay, Chris, I got to tell you, this. We should have started the show 2 hours before this. We are here every Monday, and love talking to you. And Chris, I'm going to let you say a few words since I usually just keep talking.
I got nothing. I'm speechless. So yeah, thank you for having me as always, and. It's been an interesting eclipse day. If you're wondering why I'm rubbing my eye, I got shampoo in my eye before we started this. So, there's my fun fact for the day. My eye is burning still for whatever reason.
I thank you. You're the bomb.
Thank you.
And for everybody, again, we're going to reiterate, Chris just launched a new business. Please go and find it. Where do they have to go, Chris?
Minnow Pontero, just there's a video up on Minnow Pontero, right on the front page.
Okay, we're getting ready to watch. You see all these people who want to take your tarot. April, please have him put that as soon as possible.
She will make me.
Good, I'm really glad. And it says both of you are amazing. Thank you. We will be back Monday. I want to thank everybody. My heart goes out to you. If there's anything you want to know from us, though, we're going to bring some subjects in. We're going to start talking about some subjects in the next few weeks. Let us know. Let us know what you want to hear. And we, again, love and light to everyone. And we will see you back here on Monday. Have a great week. Have fun. Don't get in trouble so that you're back on Monday. And I will see you soon, Chris. Thank you for donating your time, because that's what
Of course.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. Thank you for having me.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.